Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, Evil Dead Rises. So, Evil Dead has been around, I think, since the 70s, maybe the 80s. Been a couple of different movies that I kind of remember, Then I think there's a TV series that my father-in-law likes to watch and stuff. Didn't see any of that. I saw the Evil Deads, I think, when they came out. Maybe not. Maybe I was too young then. But anyway, so this is now back out, and it's like, is it related to that? Sounds like it is. I don't know. It's about two sisters estranged that get back together kind of thing, and there's the rise of flesh possessing demons, thrusting them into a primal battle for survival as they face the most nightmarish version of a family that's imaginable. I don't know. But here's 7.0 on IMDb. 41,172 people rated it so far. Now that could be all the Evil Dead fans out there. I'm not saying I'm not a fan, but I'm not oh, I can't wait for Evil Dead. I don't know. The Evil Dead 1983. Okay, 83 was the first one, and then 87 was the second. And so, okay, it's not the 70s, but in the 80s. Anyway, so here we are, back again. I don't remember the movie I watched yesterday, let alone a movie that came out in 1983. So I kind of remember a hand thing, that being, I don't know if that's the same thing, but so that's how much of my point being. This is from the point of view of somebody who might have seen that and doesn't remember a lot, and now I'm watching it what I feel as fresh. So if my opinion interests you with that point of view, stick around. I'll tell you more. If it doesn't, I appreciate you sticking around this far. So, alright, let me get into it. And if you stick around, I'll see you in a bit. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of Evil Dead Rise. I think I might have called it something different. But anyway, no check-ins tonight because it really does jump right into the action. There was no break that made sense for me to stop in. And I think I could cover it all right here. It starts off interesting. A couple of the cabin and stuff like that, and throughout the entire movie. And I knew they were going to do this. I was like, what was that all about? As they progress through the movie, because the beginning doesn't have anything really to do with the plot of the movie, or I shouldn't say that, with the other characters in the movie. But if you make it all the way through, it makes sense. So if you do watch it all the way through. And I think this is for those die-hard Evil Dead fans, forgetting it was Evil Dead 2. I had to look it up with the hand thing, and all the stuff. It's a very gory, bloody, violent kind of movie. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I'm making sure everybody's aware of that, because if you aren't aware of that, and I'm sure all of them were like this, the Evil Dead series is that way, right? That's the stigma, if you will, for them. So, and I think that a lot of people really enjoy that aspect of it. I mean, like crazy like that. That's what it's all about. It's about, they say estranged sisters. I don't know if they're estranged, but one sister lives with a family of 3. Her husband has just left, and you know, she's doing her thing, getting kids raised and whatnot. Her other sister is, they call her a groupie, but she's like a guitar technician with the band, travels all around, and you know, gets in you know, a little hot water, I guess, in a sense, not to say hot water, but whatever, has to come and visit her sister for help. Well, what happens is somebody finds a book with a record that calls Evil Dead spirits, and they start to become possessed, in a sense. And interestingly enough, and I thought this was, before I go down that path, that a very small character, there's not a lot of characters in this, right? They're very limited on who that, and very limited in the locations or scenery. It all happens in an apartment besides the beginning. So, found that kind of interesting. So, lower budget, I think, in that sense. I mean, there's other things that cause the budget to go up, but not those, you know, not the number of characters or actors, I mean, or, you know, locations, which help. And, you know, I found it interesting as the Evil Dead rises and things start to happen. They really keep it confined to there. Whereas you would think that, and I don't know things behind the possession. You know, maybe that's, you know, their, you know, what their shtick is, if you will. Just stay confined to the people you know, as opposed to going out and getting crazy, right? It really stays within the apartment complex for the most part. So, and that's what it is. Them trying to survive this possession and, you know, find a way out. There's your plot line. You know, but you've seen stuff like this before, at least I have, and while it was okay, I didn't find it anything extremely different. There was some comedy in it, I would say, some shots at humor that help it, but other than that, I like the characters. You know, prior to everything going down, I thought they all were interesting, a little different than you see in a lot of mainstream movies. Nothing over the top or extraordinary, but I don't know. I found them, you know, yeah, different, original, all in their own right. So they all had a little bit of something different going for them. So I kind of like that. Instead of normally all the movies are like rich people, you know what I mean, and you know, good looking. Not that these people weren't good looking, I shouldn't say that, but you know what I mean, like well dressed and all that kind of stuff. And this was a unique group that had their own thing going, which was and you like them. I think I did anyway. You know, from the mother to Danny, who was the son, and the daughter, Bridget, and then even the sister. You know, the little girl was the quintessential little girl, but otherwise, I thought they were pretty neat, or different anyway. So, but I'm not an Evil Dead fan. I like scary movies. I like horror movies. This is, I mean, not that it's not for me, but I'm not excited to see the next one. I don't know. It's for others, maybe not for me. Not that there's nothing wrong with it. There's a lot of good effort put into it. You know, I think if I was a fan, I'd probably enjoy it as much as others. It's got all the gore, it's got all the blood, it's got the little bit of humor that keeps it going, and you know, so, and well done. Just, I don't know, not for me. So there you go. That's it. Hopefully I was helpful in some form or fashion. If not, I apologize, but I appreciate you tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.